Okay, so today I figured I would do something fun because I'm trying a new recipe. I found this salsa recipe on HeyKayli. If anybody is interested in it, she does a total walkthrough, but I'm gonna do a walkthrough too because it's kind of a however you want to do it, but here's the basic ingredients. So we'll see how this turns out. I'm kind of really excited to try it, and here we go. So what we got for this recipe is tomatoes. I grabbed 3. It's very likely we're going to need more than 3. Cilantro, 1 jalapeno, 1.5 limes. We used some of it last night. Garlic, an onion and a half because we actually really like onions, although we do have some already cut up. Salt, soy sauce, Worcestershire sauce, and vinegar. So the first steps are really simple. I'm just gonna cut up the tomatoes and the onions, and then I'm gonna throw them in the food processor. So the biggest thing about dicing up the tomatoes is it really doesn't have to be exact. This is just a technique that I learned when looking up on YouTube the best way to dice a tomato. This is what they suggested, and I actually think it works out pretty well. You definitely have to have a pretty firm grip on the tomato, but it works decently until you get to the end, and then you just kind of got to make it up yourself. But that's not the important part because we're just going to put them in the food processor anyway. Okay, so that's all of the tomato. I have a feeling this isn't going to make much salsa, but that's okay. This is all about experimenting today. Cody and I don't really like it dicey, but it totally looks like a tomato smoothie right now. But that's okay, we'll make it work. So that is what the tomato looks like. Very smoothie-esque. Okay, so the next thing we have is the onions, which I'm just gonna chop up a bunch of them. We actually both like a lot of chunks of onions in our salsa, so I'm not gonna cut them up too small. Alright, now it's time for garlic. The video recommends about 3 cloves, and we like garlic, so we're gonna go with 3 cloves. Okay, so my garlic is in the food processor, and we're just gonna cut it up a little bit. Yummy! So I've just slowly been combining things to the salsa. So the tomatoes and the onions and now the garlic are all in there. Unfortunately, we don't have any spatulas, otherwise this would be a lot easier. That's how it's looking so far. So the next step is I'm going to cut up a bunch of cilantro, and then we also have a jalapeno. I'm going to cut up both of those and put them in the food processor. Cody and I are big fans of cilantro, so I figure the more we put in, the better. Yummy! Now it's starting to look more like salsa. Ooh! There are a couple really big chunks of onions. I probably should have cut it up a bit more. So the next step is you're gonna take your lime and you're actually gonna roll it because that's gonna help all the juice come out. So just press it really hard and roll it around. Then you're gonna cut it in half and you're just gonna squeeze it in. Next, I'm gonna put in about 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. And these aren't exact measurements, it's just kind of what you feel. And then the next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna put roughly the same amount of vinegar. Next, you're gonna put in about 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. And I have lovely Tostito chips. We're gonna try it and see how it turned out. That's really good. It's really mild, but it's really good. So this is how it turned out in the end. I'm really happy. I think there's still enough good chunks that people who like chunks are gonna really like it, but I like a little bit less chunky other than the onions because then I think it tastes a lot better. So that's the salsa recipe. We got friends coming over in about 3 hours, so I'm just gonna throw it in the fridge to keep it cool. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. I think it's gonna be great. If you want to check out the recipe, HeyKayli, I'm gonna put a link to the video down below. She's amazing, and they do it a lot more chunky. I think if I were gonna do it again, I probably would have had a few more chunkier tomatoes and pureed just some of it, because I pureed all of it, so it's really liquidy and it's not very red. So I also didn't pick the reddest tomatoes, so that's why the salsa doesn't quite look that vibrant, but it tastes amazing. So I'm really happy. I probably just would have changed a couple things with how I was preparing and cutting up. But otherwise, I think I got some really good salsa out of it. So we'll see how everyone else likes it tonight. So today we're practicing stairs. Good boy. Okay, buddy. You see it? Hope you better get it before the kitty does. Come on, you gotta get up. Use your cute little bunny hop. Oh, kitty's gonna get it. Come on, baby. Oh, your kitty's gonna get the treat. Now, puppy. Thanks a lot, Griffin. You're not teaching him anything. Not making him work for it. Alright, let's see if he can do it. Come on, Bombi. Come here. Griffin's judging. She wants a treat so bad. Bombi. Oh, do you want one? Here. Go ahead, Griffin. Come on, Bombi. Good boy. Good boy. Come on. 2 more. Good boy. Oh, good job, buddy. Look at her judging that dog. Because he can't get the ball that was on the other side of the door, when he could just walk around it. Evil, judgy cat. What, you gonna get that mean kitty? This is what happens when your puppy doesn't want to go on a walk. Or doesn't know what the word walk means. Bombadil. Bombi, you want to go for a walk? Let's go for a walk.